Hey Scott, welcome to the show. So tell me, why an album in 2024? Why release an album when nowadays it's just playlist culture, single culture, and this short form video content? What's the point?
Hey, yeah, thanks for having me on. So, an album really allows one to express an entire concept that personally one song just can't get across, or even a couple songs can't get across. So, I have a story I want to tell, and despite the current state of media consumption, shortening attention spans, playlist culture, etc., ultimately I gotta stay true. So, staying true to what feels right and not just chasing whatever works right now from an industry standard or what some label might tell you what to do. It really just is about expressing what needs to be expressed, and that's why an album is perfect.
Nice, nice. And tell me a little bit about the release strategy for this album. Why are you dropping one song at a time as opposed to a single, and then the full album after that?
Yeah, so the inspiration behind the serial releases was really to be able to highlight each individual song and its place within the larger album. Each individual song acts as sort of a puzzle piece to the larger message of the album, and each one stand on its own with its own unique message within the song itself. So I wanted to be able to highlight each individual track and really give it a spotlight and allow the meaning of that track to shine, while at the same time maintaining that cohesion that the full album is meant to convey.
Absolutely love it. And what is the overarching theme or message for this album? What are you trying to convey here?
Yeah, so the album is called I Speak Your Language, and it's really about self-belief. Belief in oneself, belief in one's own dreams. I feel that at some level, everyone is seeking fulfillment. Everyone's seeking that feeling of love, connection, wholeness, completion. And we're so accustomed to searching for that feeling outside of ourselves in the world. However, with this album, I'm really trying to convey that it all exists within oneself. It all exists within you. So I feel that this is a language that everyone can kind of feel deep down and understand and connect with. So that's really the thrust of this album.
And how do you want listeners to experience this album, especially because you're releasing it in such a different way, one song at a time?
Yeah, what I would love the most is just for fans to know that every song off the album, every lyric, every beat is really me connecting part of my soul to their soul, and that whatever they're going through, I feel you. Whatever you're going through, I feel you, because I feel that too. And this album is really just about sharing my experience, sharing my learnings, you could say, and just loving for each fan to know that whatever they're feeling when they're listening to it, good, bad, positive, negative, I feel them. I feel you.
Lovely, lovely. And last one from me, Scott. What challenges or learnings have you experienced while preparing for this album release?
I would say the biggest challenge slash learning with regard to preparing to release the album is really just releasing all notions of what I think an album release should look like. Oh, it should look this way, it should be that way, but really freeing my mind and allowing whatever is necessary for the album and whatever feels most aligned and true to just flow through, and not putting too many boxes and constraints on myself. And this has been a very clarifying process as well for me.
So good, so good. Well, Scott, thank you so much for taking the time, and we cannot wait to hear what's in store on your debut album, I Speak Your Language. First song coming out October 1st. Stay tuned, everyone. Thank you, Scott. See you soon.
Thank you so much. It's been an absolute pleasure, and I cannot wait to show you what's coming and what we got in store. Stay tuned.